brothers and sisters. Good morning. I am very thankful to you all, and especially the organizers, for inviting me to this pleasant morning. My friend has introduced me properly, I think. I am involved in a project at present towards the farm research and global food security. Throughout the world, nowadays people are facing a crisis, especially in the food sector. You know, the whole world is being threatened by this global warming. There are four causes of this global warming. One is deforestation, second is more transports emitting smoke, third one is more factories emitting smoke, fourth one is agriculture, which is contributing towards 35% of the greenhouse gases. So this global warming has resulted in climate change and sea rise. So the mere existence of the people in the world is being threatened by these activities. So there is a very urgent need to look for an alternative so that these bad things cannot happen in the future. People like me are going to die after some years, but you are going to live for 100 years. So always I appeal to the youngsters to take charge of the whole earth on your hand. It is your property. But if you don't do that, already the aged people who are involved in this so-called development will ruin the whole world. And this Japanese microbiologist Masanobu Fukuoka told, it is time to take a good decision, whether we are going to follow the American way of living or Asian way of living. In America, agriculture is being carried out in 1/3 of the area. And it is a pity that 1/3 of United States is being deserted by following a chemical and mechanical way of agriculture. But we need not do that. Further, he told, after consuming non-ecological food, people are thinking anti-ecological way. So, we need to think in terms of ecology. Only in 1972, one scientist defined what is ecology. Ecology is the study of relationship between non-living things and living things, between plants and animals, between animals and man, and vice versa. Nowadays, these linkages are not properly understood. So what now we are doing, that we are establishing a training cum research center in the southern end of Karur district. Our place is called Thanjavur. There for the 40 years, people left uncultivated larger area, thinking that without borewell water we cannot cultivate. So it was left for a common grazing and soil erosion So it has become a very eroded and gravel and stony. Now, for the last 3 years, we have taken that land in our possession, and we are doing some activities, research, so that within 2 years we can convert any kind of land into a cultivable land where we can grow our food and vegetable fruits and fodder everything. What we need to do is we have to integrate trees, crops and animals. You see, the crops are growing in the winter season, trees are yielding in the summer season. Both crops need animal waste for their growth, and the animal needs a fodder from both these two crops and also on grass, which we don't grow. So, more and more people are coming. Every month, some 30 to 50 youth belong to the study centers, or after completion of studies, they are coming there, both men and women. They stay there for 3 or 5 days. They take part in the activities that are going on. It is more in a way of practical. That means they live there. They don't work there. They don't learn there. Actually, they live there. They are served with the millet meals. The millet meals are more nutritious. They are less poisonous. They are more richer than this rice or wheat. So they enjoy their life for 3 or 5 days, and then they go with confidence to buy some land and cultivate for their own, so that they can make a living out of those farm and other things. That is a encouraging trend that makes me think more and more wiser and work more and more harder for the future of the world citizen. I think some pictures are there. Can I see? So see, this is the eroded land that is available in Thanjavur. The name of our training center is Vanagam. That is heaven on earth. Okay, this is being converted into cultivable land. Again, this is made into beds, circular beds, so that we will get some loose soil, so that the roots of the seed can go down. Huh? Yeah. This is called mulching. Mulching means any biodegradable material can be put on the soil to cover that. This mulch will serve 4 purposes. One thing, it won't allow the rays of the sun to go down, so moisture is conserved. Second thing, it suppresses the weeds. Third thing, it forms a shelter for earthworms and microorganisms. Fourth way, it gets decomposed and become part of the soil, increasing carbon content of the soil. We don't have much resources. We have some thatched roofs and other things, under which only the training participants are getting the training, and they sleep there, they eat there. More trees have come within 2 years. We are growing there some more than 1,000 trees. And wherever I am going, I am telling, if you give 1,000 rupees, we will plant a tree in our campus, so that you can feel you have a share in Vanagam. At any time you can come, you can enjoy, you can live there. More people have come for training. It is at the end of the training, they get photos. They are very happy. The animal, crop, trees are integrated, you see there. Vegetables are growing. You see, the vegetables are growing, the seeds are growing, the millets are growing. That is jowar. This is pearl millet, kambu, ragi, tenai, tamai, panivaragu. You see, where we are putting our mind, this is Kudravali. This crop will grow with 1/10 of the water that is needed for paddy growing. This year, in the Kaveri belt, lakhs and lakhs of acres of rice has dried, withered because of our want of water. But at the same time, if the government and people have decided wisely, these grains can be grown there, and so that they will not be deprived of food grain. They contain more nutrition, all calcium, phosphorus, sulfur, everything is. You see, this is the time we have to resist whatever that is coming from outside. Our friend was telling about a leisa when he introduced me. Leisa means a low external input sustainable agriculture. During the last 6 years, in the name of Green Revolution, we imported the technology from America, and so that is why our farmers are committing suicide. Now they are thinking of selling their seeds in the name of BTC, genetically modified organism, in the name of advanced science. They want to sell the carcinogenic seeds of a brinjal or soya or corn and everything. We need to resist. We won't allow it to enter into our country and our food system, because they are intended for the profit of the company Monsanto America and not for the well-being of the human being. So what throughout India nowadays we are thinking, what is prevailing in India is market-centered production, not a human welfare-centered production. So we want a development with a human face. Yes, BT, the chromosomes, genes, everything. They are very interested in transferring genes from one species to another species of any kind. So the Bacillus thuringiensis is a place in Germany where more industries are there. The slurry is there. Out of the slurry, the poisonous Bacillus is found out. That gene is being transferred to all the crops, tomato, fish, rice, everywhere. They say if the gene from the spider is introduced in the udder of the goat, from the goat milk you can spin threads like that. So that is unknown things are being introduced into the community, world community, for the profit of the same thing. They want to monopolize the agriculture production. They want to decide what is to be grown in India and what is to be consumed by the Indian citizen. We resist, because we are telling, you see, for the last 15,000 years in India food was grown. So we are knowledgeable. America came to existence only 300 years back. So we have no right to erode our wisdom, traditional wisdom. So we have to re-establish our wisdom, traditional wisdom, and we should see that we need a good government so that they can think positively for the welfare of the community. You see, our bullocks are there. They are not only renewable resources of energy, they give food, and also even after dying, if they are buried in the soil, it grows as a tree and it comes as a fruit and it enters our human body and it becomes our flesh and Oh, we treat the cows as our mother, but Americans treat cows as machines or sometimes eatable beef. Not totally. So here we are working in the soil. We are not talking from the minds or from the books. We learn by digging and sowing the seed, and from there we want. Whenever we reduce our needs, the world becomes sustainable. People are often talking about sustainable development. Sustainable development means we should work for our needs to meet out our needs without spoiling the future needs of the young community. That is called sustainable development. So, if we depend on our local resources, then the development will become sustainable development. Thank you.